1.18. So, after our last time, I had the sudden realization of, wait a minute, I intentionally set up things so that we could just plop down outposts, and that includes power generation. So, I have an outpost dedicated right here to burning graphite, and yeah, that is more than boosting our power generation. So, we have no more power problems whatsoever, ever again. Ever, ever, ever. That's a lie. That is definitely a lie. That's such a lie. So, what I'm doing right now is making an outpost to smelt these magnets. Why? Because I'm going for super magnetic rings. And that and each of these are very important because they are required for belts Mark III as well as the accumulators that we are going to be uh, making and belting around very soon. So, to do that, we have turbines, which we're already making kind of on the logistics network. However, we don't have a dedicated thing for that. So, I'll be making that tonight. And right now, it's Magnet's turn, right? For now. So, to make a magnet, you take iron ore, raw ore, straight into magnets 1 to 1 in 1.5 seconds. So, that means one line in, one line out, and 1.5 times the amount of items per second that you want. So, Mark III belts go at 30 a second, so we're putting in 45 smelters because these smelters go at a speed of 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, that just won't do. There's 15 more. And honestly, I could have had all these lines like a little closer because I laid out these belts with an idea for these Tesla towers to be in between each one, but you don't need that. So, how far will this go? Into the water, of course. So, I prepared for that occasion, for that possibility, like so. And we're good. Making this, even though I don't need to, even though things will not be looping back like this is handy to just do the spacing so I don't need to guess where it is out here and then draw it in. And we just snip the ends. And we're good. So let's go over here to... oh, and these recharging stations won't be here during the... and that doesn't... okay. Well, those recharging stations will not be here during the final build, but they're just there because I am not running any fuel right now. Why? Don't feel like it. So. And we're good. Alright. But yeah, these Tesla towers will reach fully across the entire line, so you don't need them in between. Like, I don't need to put them here, because the ones I put here will fully cover this line of smelters. Little, you know, little detail just to keep in mind. And that's fine. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, and actually, and away we go. 15, 30. Oh, a little bit further. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Excellent. Alright. Moving right along. Because, yeah, we don't need to squish it in there. Now, I'm going to skip this one because I'm using that for power at the moment. 15. 30. Oh, okay. Now, why are these not firing? Those should be getting ore. Ugh, already an issue. Fun. Oh, is it an issue? Oh, right. Because these aren't Mark III belts just yet. They will be. It's fine. It's fine. Promise. It's fine. 15. 30. 45. Oops. 44. I'll get that in a second. 45. Thunk. Exactly where it could be. So. ¿Dónde es mi Discord? Alright. And yes, so remember how we said earlier, oh, I don't need to do that. We don't even have Mark III sorters. Well, we did. I mean, we could, really. And they were needed for the power generation array. So we do not have them being made. I handmade them like that, and we're good. Got a few also helping make in the Mark II belt assembly thing. So. Hello, hello. Hello, Dark Donis. Welcome to the chat. Yes. Well, no, I explained earlier how I solved the energy problems. But I'm happy to go through the math if you'd like. Alright, what's researching right now? Ah, yes, the inscrutable arcane technology of placing boxes on top of one another.
Need the math.
You want the math?
I'll
Alright.
finally fix that.
Alright, so let me get one or two things more. One or two more things. I think that's everything that I can do for now in on this. Except for these guys. I don't want to deal with this right now. And yeah, let's push forward. Alright. So, the math for all the power solutions. Alright, let me just get by the powers of ADHD. Alright. And almost done. There we go. Alright. So, basically, I've got four columns of 30 thermal power plants right here. They're each burning energetic graphite. It's coming in on this outpost right here, and being fed into these. So, energetic graphite has 6.75 megajoules. Let me land for a second. All right, 6.75 megajoules.
Sorry, party guy. I think you may have misheard me. I said I don't need the math. I was
Okay.
just curious if you had solved your energy issues.
Yes. Long story short, I have 120 of these thermal power plants, each generating 2.16 megawatts, for a grand total of a buttload. Yeah, that's the scientific term for it. A buttload of watts. But yeah, no problem. The math is there, no problem with explaining it or not, as people do or don't want. Two more, huh? Alright. Alright, where, oh where? How's everything going? Because, yeah, I like to do it where I put all the buildings down, keeping in mind space for power, and then I put the power in. Because until you're, you know, better than I am at visualizing everything, don't worry about it. Just go with the empirical. And besides, even when I was using blueprints, uh, grid crunch and all would sometimes be weird because the radius for power poles right here. Of course, I use the Factorio term, but the radius for these is num a straight number of meters rather than a number of grid squares. So, with the grid squares being a variable amount of meters, you can't always rely on things. Ah. Alright. And we're good. So, this is kind of future proofing. We have the capacity that when we upgrade all these belts to Mark III, it'll be enough to. We have enough smelters to accommodate that. So, right here, you got to be careful because we've got the grid crunch going on right here. So, what can we do in this little sliver? I don't think there's much. Keep an eye on this. So, here we still have yellow coming in here, being fed slowly over here. Yeah. Yep, that is still indeed the bottleneck. Which, why? I don't know. I mean, that should be the right number of assemblers for this. But this, even this right here, is a temporary setup because I don't like this. I just don't like. I just don't. I don't like it. Um, Here, that's good to keep as is. That's good to keep as is. This is an abomination right there. So that's going to be taken out. This, I kind of like this little elegant solution because you don't need tens and tens of thousands of vessels at once. You can make them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can make 2 per second, you know? And be fine. Where are we with this? Yeah, that's maxed. That's maxed. It's fine. What's not fine is titanium alloy here, which... Okay, I think I'm going to have to do this, the super magnetic ring, and then the same thing for going up to titanium alloy. And that's going to be sulfuric acid, which is interesting. Because sulfuric acid, I don't want to put all that much time and effort into. I'll make a small outpost making it, but I'm not going to be worried about maximizing production. You know what? That's what I'm going to do in that little sliver right there, in that case. Why? Because once we expand to other star systems, there are planets out there with entire oceans of sulfuric acid. Yes, oceans. Literal, bottomless, endless, infinite sulfuric acid. All that you can do. Same here for water. So, it would be amazing. So, but that is a damn good thing to do right here. So, firstly, let's make the boundary. Let's make the border. There we go. So, how does this work? We need chemical facilities, we need refined oil, we need water, and we need stone. This is one of the few things that stone is needed for, and even then, it's not going to be needed for long. So, I shouldn't have made that so far. Okay. What can we also do going into here? So, it's best to make as much use as possible of logistics stations. We have empty slots and empty ports here. That should not be... Oops. That should not be allowed to just float out there. So, no, that's fine. There, and we take the extra water from this temporary setup, and we just put it onto the logistics network. That's fine. We can always delete it later. And here, here, we don't have any extra... Go away. We don't have any extra slots, so that's fine. It's fine that there are extra ports. We don't need to freak out about that. here. You know what? You know what we can do? Do you know what we can do? What we can do is basically have this be a pass-through. Alright. And that will help supply red production. Which is fine. That's good. Keeping all of this as well stocked as possible can only help us. So, what else can we do here? You know what? Since, and only because it's already right here. Let me just, oops, there. There we go. That is 8. Very well. And there we go. Just a little, yoink, put it onto the network. And we're good. So, do I have chemical facilities? Of course I don't. That would imply I planned ahead. So, here we go. How many are we talking about? Okay, good. And is that, will that interfere here? Yes, it will. Ugh. Whatever. It's fine. So. Alright. Oh, nope. Nope. Stop. Stop that. No, thank you. Alright. Water. Refined oil. And stone. By your powers combined. I use that too often, don't I? Oh, wait a minute. That one should be stone. That means water's here. There we go. Let's clear the line, because you never want contaminated lines. And we're good. Oh, yeah. I guess I can use Mark 3s. They will be Mark 3s anyway at some point. And yeah, aesthetically, I just prefer to have all the inputs on one side and all the outputs on the other. Oh, alright. Alright. This should be fine. Purple, 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 nothing but purple. So, let that all work. But why is there not refined oil coming in? Ah, I swear it's not. If it's not one thing, it's your mother. Here. Because this is completely using it all. That's why. Oh, it just means I'll need to do another um, oil oil processing. Great. Alright. So, I'm going to tell this to absorb, or to soak in all the hydrogen that's being made around. And I clicked off of orbital collectors because I don't want things, all the, it's not a priority um, to have this be full, you know? What this can do is, this is just to burn off excess hydrogen from oil processing. So I don't want, I'm going to want it to demand from everything else that is creating hydrogen on the planet, which is going to be oil processing um, and fire ice soon, and that'll be fine. That should be able to handle all of that. So yeah, I'll just have to make another enormous oil processing facility. Hooray! Alright. So that's a thing. These are all powered. Somehow. These are not powered. Go away. And there we go. Oh no. Now this is starting to look a little bit like the home planets I remember. Oh, you know what? I could make oil production or oil processing from this guy. And since he has 3 lines coming in, that just makes more sense. Alright. Yeah, I can squeeze one of these, it looks like, into here. And another one going out this way. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. And that's just wrong. Because I'm going to need a full um, a full oil processing setup is 60 of them. So yeah, I don't need 2 stacks. I need 6 stacks. Because that's enough for 2 of them at once, which is, you know, kind of more my style. Ooh. Now see, deuteron fuel rods is amazing, and they are pretty much what I'm going to be using in my own in the mecha's fuel chamber through into the mid late game. Um, Only to be replaced by here antimatter fuel rods, because deuteron fuel rods hold 600 megajoules. Antimatter fuel rod hold over 7 gigajoules. That's a lot of time travel you can do at 1.21 gigawatts each. So, these are gigajoules. Gigawatts, gigajoules. And yeah, they're a pain. These are a pain to balance to get enough of them. Why? Because, well, for antimatter fuel, you need antimatter. And that's always a joy to get. Anyway, moving along. Oh, I have 4 of them, so... No, I don't have 4 of them. Wait, what? Why? Where's that supposed to be getting it from? I see. I see my mistake. I switched things around earlier, and I really should not have. Oh no. Okay. Well, I don't think any of these actually need either stone or um, that. Okay. That needs it. Of course that needs it. This doesn't need it. Alright. Alright. And a quick swap over there. And of course we need to clear out the contaminated lines. But yeah, I should not have done that. Go. Alright. So we'll let that build while this is creating. While this is processing. So. Okay, so. Rip this out. And we're good for now. Alright. Here. Yeah, that should do it. You and you. Not sure of the wisdom of this. No. There. Alright. Now, let's see if I fuck that up. Somehow, to no one's surprise, I did fuck that up. To absolutely no one's surprise. Really? Really? You think that's what I wanted? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. Oh. Alright, and that's 14 on each. Alright, good. 15 on each side, so it's half a setup. So it's more than enough for a Mark II belt, and we can go forward with confidence. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on, drone. There you go. Good lord. And I need more Tesla towers. 'Cause it's not one. It's not one thing. It's another. I don't like what I've done here. No. Mm, that's not what I want. Go away. I don't like um, having these come into an outpost and this be demanding or supplying, because it's not supposed to do that. So what can we do differently? We can't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, and I'm. What's burn hole? Nothing. It's fine. We're good. Hmm. You know, I think that should be okay. I don't I don't really like it, but it'll have to do. Thank you, wind turbines. You've done a marvelous job so far, but you're being retired. Go away. Alright. Of course not. One of these days, the entire world will be concrete. Something, something, something dark side. Something, something concrete. Yes, I went there. One, two, yes. No, no, yes. No, no, yes. So, basically, in order to start fueling myself on these, that's just one of the reasons that we're going for the supermagnetic rings. Alright, so that's one setup of this. I still find it hilarious how the most advanced robot in all of human history, the best way for it to land is still face planting. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's just double check. Refined oil goes to the middle. Hydrogen goes to this one. And, yep, both of those draw from there. Here's hoping the grid crunch doesn't screw us. And it's screwing us. Yep, that is exactly the grid crunch screwing us over right there. 1, 2. Cannot. Nope, can't do it, Sarge. 2. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Well, okay. Uh, yeah. If it's allowing it, we're good. Okay, where'd my drums go? It's one of the problems with building belt so far out all at once. Which is fine. It's fine. Okay. I mean, if that works, it, say it with me, class. If it's stupid and ugly, but it works, it's not stupid. That does not work. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Somehow. That is from the grids being different sizes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Why not? Okay, so here's 10. Okay, I recognize this one. Four and 15. There we go. Alright. Moving right along. See, even once there are, like, full blueprints and, full official support for it, it's not going to be perfect. They're still going to have to pay very close attention to it. You're going to have to know all the ratios. You're going to have to know the ins and outs, how to finagle the sorters and the belts and all that. There. So, how are we on power? There we go. 300 at 570. Not bad. That is a hell of a swing. I really wonder what's going on there. Alrighty. And yeah, by the way, this is not a open slot. That is a mistake in that I undid the warpers for that tower. So, this is something else entirely. Yeah, that's not going to. There. Yeah, because that's really the reason why it's, why yellow is bottlenecked. Because see, these not getting enough organic crystals. And why are there not enough organic crystals? Well, these are getting some resources, but further down the line, no refined oil. So, where were we over here? Ah, excellent. They are starting to produce. Good. And technically, we could get another line of them going in here. Just because we can. But we don't really need to. Actually, how many should this be? So, the constraint here would be stone, consuming 1 1/3, which means 9 on a 12 per second belt. And I have way more than 9 facilities here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, see, this is bottoming out each time with a little bit of that. Whereas right before it is completely full up. Right behind it is almost never running. Alright. Oops. What the hell? Hello. Oh. No. Oh god. Alright. Oh, that worried me. You go in there. You go in there. Oh. Is it full? Alright. Not you. You. And yeah, we're almost done with... Okay. Yeah, we have a few left. We're gonna need to get purple up and running sooner rather than later. Oof. Okay. Yeah, that will require purple. But I definitely want to keep a hold of all these conveyor belts. Where'd that last one go? There we go. There. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, let's get another part of it in. Because I know that I know what I said, that it would all be fine. And it is. It will all be fine. That's not the question. The question is, at what point is just fine not good enough? That's like an eternal question, isn't it? Oops. Dang it. Dang it! Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tab. Place. Place. I did not need that far. It's not so egregious. We're good. Sort of. Not that one. Yes. Okay, so there's 6. Alright. Any yellow flashies? No, we're good. We do not like the yellow flashies. Don't need them. Alright. And that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Alright. And it fits in very nicely above the Great Crunch. Wunderbar. Go away. So the miniature particle collider is interesting in that we're gonna need like 400 of them, but they require so much power. 12 megawatts each while they're running. 120 kilowatts just for sitting there. All right, moving right along. What the hell were we doing? We were doing super magnetic rings once upon a time, weren't we? And yet I let myself get sidetracked with sulfuric acid, of all things, and oil production, which is no surprise. Oil production is a constant pain in the ass. And that's good. I like this, that it's um, eh, I don't like that it's stockpiling. Um, don't know why I said I did. There. So. That is fine. That'll be fine. Yeah. So hydrogen technically has more fuel per item than energetic graphite, but we do what we can. We do what we must because we can. Over there? No, no, no. What am I doing? Alright. Just let me clean out my inventory. There we go. And we're done. So, what's next for electromagnetic turbines? You know what? I should clean this out. Oops. No. Okay. Okay. I was worried about that it was showing this, but no, that's only because I've researched it. Hello, person trying to talk. How are you today?
Did you hear me, Epic Party Guy?
Nope. Hello. Welcome back.
We had an emergency back at home. The dogs were fighting.
Oh no. I hope everyone's all right.
The people, all right. The dogs are a little messed up.
So they were actually like tearing at each other, kind of fighting.
Yes.
Oh no. That's that's no bueno. You know, I just get yellow finally doing well just in time to be completely done with it. Alright, that's just how it goes, I think. So, so overall, right now, I'm going to be making a so like, looking at this screen as a checklist, we need, smelting areas for these. We made a smelting area for that. We should have at least one outpost for like each of these, and then I can just tear down all of the temporary setups and uh, and go fully logistics based. So we have that smelting area. We have that being made. Let's get something for these to be made in. I still haven't automated making the logistics stations. You know what? We're working on automating electromagnetic turbines, so that can be next. I mean, is it going to be next? Because I want the graphene to be made from fire ice, which is done in chemical facilities. Yeah. All right. Whatever. We can hand make them for a while. All right. What's going on here? Oh yeah. Okay. That is just way, way slow. Jeez. Okay. All right. Here. You know what we can do? We can go from here. There we go. So yeah, watch this suddenly jump. Oh, once they start, spitting out now. Mm, yeah, see, going from this to this. No, it's not that huge of a change, but oof, it will help. And now we can actually make space warpers. Except we can't. Here's why. Because it costs graviton lenses. And what do graviton lenses take? Strange matter. And what do strange matter take? Deuterium. We haven't had a single deuterium show up ever in this game so far, I'm fairly sure. Um, I mean, mostly because it's primarily gotten, at least for me, from gas giants. And we don't have that gas giant in our main system. We have a fire ice giant, an ice giant. So we're gonna have to do a whole song and dance with fractionators, which is a real trip and mathematical headache. And particle containers, we don't have that automated yet either. So that's, yeah, warpers are not on the menu anytime soon. So what am I looking at? What am I even looking at? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that's overkill, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That cleared out the. Okay, good to know. That that is a massive bottleneck, which is fine. We don't. It doesn't matter. All right, so we got a couple of those being made now. Hooray! Oh, I forgot I can make titanium alloy. I cannot make titanium alloy. Yeah, cannot make an replicator. Fun. All right. So what's next? Magnetic coils. All right. So let's go on the other side of this meridian of prime quality. I need foundations. Gonna need foundations, assemblers, because 50 will not do it. Oh, helps if I don't, overshoot it. Okay, that's good. One, two, three, four, five. All right. Das ist gut. All right. It helps if I actually get the thing I went over there to get. Let's see, sorters. All right, there we go. Oof. So yeah, this is gonna be a pain. Because 12 seconds each, 12 times 30 is 360. Can you imagine that? 360. However, that's not entirely what's possible. The issue is going to be yeah, so when I do this one, the issue here is going to be yeah, the issue is going to be the belt throughput. So it would take yeah, see, 4 every 12 seconds is actually 1 every 3, and in order to fully satisfy a 30 item per second belt at one item every 3 seconds is 90 facilities. So 90 is not that bad, kinda sorta. It's I mean, remember this right here is 45. So yeah, it would be double this, which, just means I should have started it back here. But oh well. So yeah, I'm gonna fill in over here. We're gonna do a whole bunch more smelting. Because I also realized we don't have copper ingots on, or, much of copper ingots on the logistics network. Because once we get things going around here, what also needs to be done right here is to tap all these. Just get all the ore onto the logistics network. Get everything, um, you know, everything powered, everything connected, everything mined. Throw it onto the logistics network and call it a day. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this one is definitely going to be the power planet because oomph, oomph. That 160%, that is a sexy 160%. All right. But that's neither here nor there because I don't have titanium smelting outpost, and I don't have a steel smelting outpost. Um, which again, oh my god, went this way to get foundation. I ended up not getting foundation. That's this is gonna take all the foundation we've got. All right, equator. Equator. I barely know her. And yep, that is all the foundation we got. Which, you know what, folks? I should have seen coming. Should have seen that about to happen. So, yeah. Once I tear all this out, right here can be um, another resource smelting. So, what are we doing here? Let's do copper here. Alright. One, two, three. No, that's the middle. Alright. And spacing is done. Alright, so it's gonna be. We already have the magnets. This will be the copper, and then we need magnetic coil. Then we're gonna need iron, gear, and electric motor, and then a full thing for electromagnetic turbines. That'll all be over here in the same area because they're all feeding each other. Why did I do that? That was a misclick. I want it on the meridian. No. Okay. There. Two ahead of the meridian. So that. Why two? Because 1, 2, like that. Except not. Alright. And yeah, not what I want. Thank you. Thank you, poorly acting mouse. And there we go. I was about to say, why does it say I only have 18? Now, really, when you are laying all this out, it's really not a good idea to do what I've been doing, which is um, have the ore come out onto the belt before everything else is ready for it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Can I squeeze one more? No. 19. Oh well. Oh, and it didn't have drones. That's weird.
So, what's the general stuff I mentioned about over the past hour where dealing with the boss, making sure they're cleaned up and stuff?
I'm starting. So yeah, I mean you're coming in a bit softly, but I'm beginning the smelting area over here. We're gonna have copper, magnetic coil, iron, gears, because that's shorter right here. That'll fit, right there. And then electric motor. No, that's below the thing. Electric motor and turbines. Turbines and then super magnetic rings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then most likely, oh, you know what? Um, the bottom one here is gonna instead be titanium alloy because that needs a double length thing. We just went through. Actually, it needs triple length. We just I just went through the math in my head and with a calculator here that we need 90 smelters for that. To put that into perspective, this right here for the magnets is 45, so it's going to be double this. This is the size of a regular one of 30. This is 45, and 90 is going to be from there to probably there. To there. Just did it with my fingers on the screen. So, Teslas. Did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. I believe I fucked it up. God damn it! I fucked it up. All right. what's the best way to unfuck this? Normally I'm pretty good at unfucking things. Unfucking situations. Um... This line's gonna go over one. And these lines have to go over one. I hate it when I fuck things up and I have to unfuck them. Because the fun part is fucking things, not unfucking them. Just chop right down. Right down the middle there. Unfortunately, there is no cut and paste feature. Three and there. Alright. Let's get supercharged up.
So how many hours do you think you have on your first two planets you're left till you get to another planet?
Well, well, I can actually see that at the bottom right of the screen. Right here. Currently up to 21 and a half hours. Which, I mean, I'm finishing up yellow. Um, you know, it's a good place for 21 and a half hours, I think. Definitely no speed run, but I'm not a speed runner. Yeah, we don't like the yellow flashies. Alright. So, that's all well and good. What I really don't have is enough foundations being made. Damn it. Oh. Alright, whatever. Oh, need foundation support. For the foundation, um,
It looks like you're running into some serious grid problems with your building for maximizing everything.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. Alright, and there we go. Will that solve all the problems? No. Will that make will that help me sleep better at night? Also no. Oh look, we've already oh shit. Alright. Let's see, I'm not gonna be making those anytime soon. Oh, great. Oh no. Got a contaminated line here. That's not good. Alright. Oh really? Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright, so what all that was that I just did, because there was a lot. A lot of little things. So, One, I turned off the glass production. As you can see, it's not even being demanded. It's still full right there. And put in a lot more stone brick production. Why? Because I also um, quintupled the number of assemblers making foundation. And daisy changed daisy chained the storage to pool into this one, and here we've got that. So what's this one going to be, you ask? Magnetic coils. So this is also a short one, and it's one to one, one in, one out for magnets and magnetic coils with half a line of copper. So here's how that's going to be done. Here's how you do half a line. You do an entire line, and you have a pull from be pulled off by two things. So here we have yeah. There's the basic thing. You're gonna have magnets on the outside, copper right here, magnetic coils going out. And as you can see, it's four lines. So that means we can do it 3 times. This is not going to be the actual placement of the assemblers. This is just to space things out. There's two. And there's three. So, with those as the belts. Middle is 3, 1, 2, 3 right here. Alright, so as I said, it's magnets in, copper in, magnetic coils out. Full up, great. Dang it, that was not intentional. I think it was there. Alright. And there we go. Where is it? There we go. Okay. So we need 10 of these. Except I need way more sorters. This is what I get for carrying so many electromagnetic turbines. Alright. So here's hoping. And of course I overdid it. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And there we go. One of the 4 lines sorted. So, here's an interesting thing. One thing with logistics stations, you can access them from anywhere on the planet. It's kind of cheesy, kind of cheap. But you know what? I like cheap and easy. Oh, and look at that. We are once again in having energy problems. Hooray! Alright. Overly complicated recharging station is overly complicated. And interfering. Because it just wouldn't be the same if I actually did it right. You know, I wouldn't have that, just that sweet, sweet Dyson Sphere experience if I did it right the first time. Alright. Is it alright? I don't even know anymore. 10. Great. Alright. There we go. And, ooh, that's a good pace right there. Good assemblers. Good job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Really? Okay. So we need 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we need 11 more.
And you misheard me. You misheard me earlier. What I was asking was how much longer do you think you're going to be on this planet?
Oh, that another 10, 10, 12 hours, I say. Why? Because in order to really take to the one, I mean, I'm always going to be coming back here. Um, it never makes sense to pack up shop and and completely leave. You know, you don't need to do that. Um, so I'll always be here. Um, but in terms of how long until I'm like exploring among the stars, that is a good question because that's going to be like just like I did going to the other planet where I went there specifically for two resources, silicon and titanium. I'm gonna be doing that with rare resources once I where is it? Yeah, once I get these two techs, especially this one. Um,
Which
the
which two texts I can only have this port open or 20.
yeah, it's okay. Universe exploration level 3 lets me see all the vein reserves on planetary systems within 6 light years, and universe exploration level 4 lets me see the same that in the entire cluster. And 6 light years for yeah. Okay, so like that right there from these two indicators is 5 light years. Yeah, yeah. These two are 5 light years apart. Um, the outermost. Oh, hello. The outermost, I think, is 100 light years from where I am right now. So that's a 100 light year radius. Okay, not a 100
For
light year
just the
radius.
galaxy you're in.
Yeah, just the star cluster I'm in. It's 55 light years to that end and 100 to that end. So we're talking 150 light years by 80. Sorry, 150 by 100 light years or so. That's the scale we're talking at. That's the scale we're talking about. So I'm going to be on this planet until I can get warpers automated. And that is a pain in the ass. Because that means you're making green science and then cracking open the green sciences. Um, yeah.
But the question is, if humanity had the ability to build a one mind consciousness, why wouldn't they have access to warp technology?
Um, because they sent someone on a slow boat to the nearest star and said, "Here, go get yourself self-sufficient, and get send us more energy." I mean, when you're talking about immortality, you don't need to send someone out, you know, quickly. You can send them out and let it take 4,000 years for them to get to the next star, you know, and build themselves up. They'll be, you'll still be there. You'll be fine. You can wait 4,000 years. All right, what did I say was next? Oh, right. Let's finish this up. That was 11 more. Perfect. These are all matching up except for the end, so this needs 12 more. Ah, jeez. Come on. What? I did not mean to get to set an indicator. All right. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Alright, we're good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, this is gonna need 14 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And now my mouse is acting up again. Alright, there we go. See, that's another reason why... damn it. Why I can't really do, like, competitive FPS is because my mouse... it doesn't like to work all the time. So, that and over one. Alright. So there for all the grandeur in the world is a full copper smelting array. And by the way, we can also get this guy going. Yeah. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. Where can this be done? I mean, I can just put in another one of those. Because I forgot that gears require 20 assemblers, not 10. What's needed? Yeah. And electric motors take 40. So this is a 10 length. I'm, I'm looking for another 10 length. I might just put in another thing of magnetic coils because those are really needed in a lot. Okay, fine. Well, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Alright. One, two, three, and we're in. One, two, three. No, that should not be that. That should be that. Okay. Oh, that's not right. All right. Oh, come on. Yeah, that'll be fine. What the what the frick? Oh, we're running out of graphite. Was that all? All right. I should have seen that coming. Okay, that's why. I started it off wrong with the belts, so that's why it looks all messed up. And there's 10. Okay. Yeah, you see how quickly I go through sorters? Oh, why did he bounce like that? Ugh. All right.
So your energy needs for certain equipment are still insufficient on this planet.
Well, I've run out of graphite. Apparently, I'm not mining coal and converting it into graphite quickly enough. Apparently, and it's like son of a bitch. But yeah, we're back to 50% satisfaction. I can't get no. I can't get no power satisfaction. Oh, it's sad that that works too well. All right, all right. So yeah, we have more than enough magnetic coils for our current needs. We need to pause the overall plan that I said earlier. Because I need to. Oh, shit. I hate when that happens. Let's take a look at the graphite smelting area right here. And okay, yeah, yeah, that's not good. That is not good. So what I'm about to do is find. Okay, firstly, yeah, go sit right there while I look around. Okay, so here's what I need to do. I need to go to one, two, and three, and throw those onto the onto the logistics network. If I could speak English, if I could speak the English. Okay, so what am I gonna need for that? Well, I need stations. I need two more stations. Does that take? Yeah, one more station with that. Processors are right here. There we go. All right. All right. All right. Don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need as many of these, but eh. What do we need for these mining outposts? Well, I need stations to make an outpost, and I need. What I really need is titanium alloy. I can't believe I have to scrounge for it from these. Alright. Okay. So there's my two other brand spanking new logistics stations. Stone, go to hell. Coal, come to Papa. Uh, 6? Yes.
So are there any more veins on the planet that you can get the coal from?
Yeah, and I mean I will be um you mean on the other planet or on this planet?
Well, you have interstellar stations, so technically either one.
Well, I'm sticking to here for now. Um just cuz I'm still at the point where it's it's an event to go to the other planets. Um yeah, cuz here I've got one, two, three patches that I can just toss onto the network. Four on the other planet that I will be tapping. It doesn't have that. It's got one patch, one maybe two patches, and even then only 12 veins for coal. There aren't that many, which makes sense because if this is a stone forest planet, then everything's petrified. It hasn't decomposed into humus and coal, right? Right. How's this doing? Oh, it's keeping those nice and hang on a sec. I know a quick way to help things. Go away. There. So what I just did was upgrade all the sorters in between these because the Mark II sorters go at like 3 trips per second, and so they were. It was only lasting until here or so before the thermal plants burned through all the hydrogen that these are being given. But by upgrading it to Mark III, which go twice the speed and carry more than one per trip, it easily um, does all of them. Which apparently that was enough. Okay, my demand has dropped by like 200 megawatts, which is good, but also the generation capacity has gone way up. So, um, how's that's still way too low. Oh, and some of these are still Mark One belts. I think most of them are. Yeah, all these are Mark One belts. Okay, so that is the next. That's going to be the other thing to upgrade to fix our power woes.
Looking at your heavy fields of machines kind of reminds me of the fields of humans that the robots were harvesting in the
Ha.
Matrix.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I can definitely see what you're talking about. Ah, jeez. Yeah, just you wait till you see some planets which have a lot of intentionality. When I get a proper forge world going and it has 10,000 smelters running, satellite substations in low orbit providing power instead of Tesla towers on the ground. To quote Doc Brown, you're gonna see some serious shit. All right, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ish, 7, 8 ish. Two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm counting off if I put two each on a belt. Would I be filling up a would I be filling up a logistics station? Yeah. All right. thought I would need two stations, but apparently one is sufficient. Number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Huh, that was supposed to charge it. Oh well. No. There you go. There we go. Yeah, see, it's struggling to keep up. Oof, that is how badly we needed coal. Jeez. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. So it's finally building up again, and definitely need to load up on. Definitely need to throw carbon, carbon, copper onto the logistics network. Okay. So what that was just now was a massive upgrading, possibly futile, of all of the of all the belts to Mark II and all the sorters to Mark III for here. And yeah, I mean, it should these should be okay with just Mark One sorters, which kind of probably means I should do it because. Oh Lord. Because yeah, that actually is, you know. So these use 18 kilowatts. Okay. Sorter Mark Ones use 18 kilowatts. Sorter Mark Twos use double, and Mark Threes use that 4 times as much. And yeah, 30. Yeah, because these are 45. Yeah. 30, 60, 120, 240. That's 480 um, sorters. It's actually over a megawatt. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. There for good measure. All right. So on this note, I kind of need to close the episode here, but we have we've definitely made some good progress here. Here, here, we've addressed power, we've addressed yellow, got all that, got all that happening. So yeah, it's gonna come down to these needing Mark III belts to really unleash the power of this these smelting arrays. All right, what was the plan here? We were gonna do iron smelting here, titanium smelting all along the bottom here. Um, Electric motors here. Yeah, electric motors, gears, and turbines are the next three needed. And then finally, supermagnetic rings. So, one, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, as thrilling as it is just to watch, handcrafting go on, I think I'm gonna spare you guys that, and I will call this episode. Yeah. Okay. So these parts right here are pretty awesome. These are the actual parts that gets sent up for Dyson spheres. The Dyson sphere components here gets packaged up into the small carrier rockets, which are what get launched to make the Dyson sphere nodes, and the solar sails are hung in between the nodes to form the actual sphere itself. So, happy to see that. Also, it's happy to see that. Yeah, because 400 sorters, losing like 54 kilowatts each. Actually, I think I kind of want to say 2.5. It's either a quarter of a megawatt or, what am I saying? I don't know. It's late. That's it. I'm calling the episode here officially this time. Thank you all for joining. Hope you had fun. I certainly did, and I will see you at the next party.